There's a big myth in Elmore that the loudest or most powerful characters are the smartest. But the truth about who's really the brainiest in the Amazing World of Gumball is much quieter and honestly pretty shocking. People are quick to point to the obvious choices, but what if the real intellectual giant has been right there the whole time, working with a quiet, sneaky skill that nobody has ever noticed? We are about to uncover the secrets and chaos to expose the one character whose mind game is leagues ahead of everyone else. The popular opinion, you see, often points to characters like Bobbert, the robot with a brain like a supercomputer, or maybe even the super smart science nerds at Elmore Junior High. But to put it mildly, that's a really simple way of looking at intelligence, especially in a world as weird and wild as Elmore. We're not just talking about remembering facts from a book. We're talking about thinking on your feet, understanding people, and getting out of impossible situations with a secret, sneaky cleverness. The thing nobody tells you is, real brain power isn't always about getting an A+ on a test. It's about understanding how other people, or, cartoon characters, tick, and using that to your advantage without them ever figuring it out. Many people are crazy about Gumball and Darwin, since their crazy plans are what most of the show is about. And sure, they're creative, often coming up with wild solutions to their problems. But their smarts are always wrecked by their need to act first and think later. Gumball's plans, even the really detailed ones, almost always blow up in his face because he's too sure of himself. Darwin has his moments of deep emotional wisdom, but he usually just follows Gumball's lead, so his cleverness is more about reacting than planning. For example, in the episode The Luck, Gumball tries to fix his bad luck with a super complicated plan, only to find out his luck wasn't bad, he was just making bad choices. That's not exactly the mark of a genius. Then you have characters like Penny or Carrie. Penny, with her cool shape-shifting powers, is great at using her abilities, but her smarts are more about being emotionally mature than being a secret mastermind. Carrie the Ghost knows a ton about the spooky, supernatural world and often makes dark but true comments. But her ancient knowledge doesn't really help her control events or outsmart others in the way a true genius would. What many overlooked is the quiet, almost invisible force that often steers the story from the shadows. The most shocking fact is that this one character always gets what they want, almost with no effort, while everyone else is running around creating chaos. This isn't about magic or being super strong, it's about quiet influence, watching everything, and having an insane ability to understand what makes people do what they do. Just think about how many times Gumball and Darwin get into messes that, when you look closer, seem like they were perfectly set up by someone smarter. It's like watching a chess master play against a bunch of kids. The master doesn't need big flashy moves to win, just small perfect ones. The sheer number of plans that go wrong for Gumball and Darwin, often helping someone else in the end, is nuts. We are talking about hundreds of examples over more than 200 episodes and 6 seasons. The odds of that many accidents always helping out one specific quiet character are basically zero. It's not random, it's a sign of a higher level of planning. What happens next will change how you see the Watterson family forever. You might think Principal Brown is smart because he's in charge, but he easily gets confused by all the chaos. And Miss Simeon, the super old and grumpy teacher, is definitely sharp, but her plans to catch Gumball and Darwin never work. But the character we're talking about has a much better understanding of how things work. Their plans aren't about yelling or fighting. They're about planting little ideas and knowing exactly how they'll grow into huge chaotic situations that end up helping them. It takes a ton of patience and planning, which is super rare in the fast-paced world of cartoons. It's like a master gardener who knows exactly what will grow, even if it looks like they're just throwing seeds around randomly. The thing nobody tells you is that this character's intelligence isn't about being a nerd, it's about being super aware. They notice tiny details that everyone else misses, understand what people are feeling, and know what they want. This lets them predict what's going to happen with scary accuracy. They know Gumball will mess up, that Richard will always take the lazy way out, and that Nicole will eventually have to fix everything. Their genius is in putting themselves in the perfect spot to get something good out of these totally predictable behaviors. For example, they might accidentally leave a list of chores where Gumball can see it, knowing his attempt to get out of it will cause a huge mess that ends up getting the chore done anyway, but by someone else. The most shocking fact is that this character uses the total randomness of Elmore to their advantage. Where other people see a mess, they see a golden opportunity. A normal day in Elmore can have talking T-Rexes or black holes appearing in the living room. While most characters freak out, this person just watches, thinks, and makes a move. It's like walking through a field of hidden traps, not by running fast, but by knowing exactly where the traps are, or even better, by tricking someone else into walking in front of you. Their skill at turning disasters into personal wins is just amazing, and you can see this everywhere if you look close enough. This subtle genius often uses other people's weaknesses like tools, building these huge accidental chain reactions where they always come out on top. So who is this sneaky genius, the hidden master of Elmore? The biggest brain in the Amazing World of Gumball doesn't belong to the robot, the ghost, or the screaming blue cat. It belongs to Anais Watterson. That's right, the tiny 4-year-old pink rabbit is, without a doubt, the smartest character in the entire show. Many people are crazy about the idea that Gumball, or even Nicole, are smarter, but they're missing the real story. Anais' intelligence isn't just about being a kid genius who gets straight A's. It's about her deep understanding of her crazy family and her unmatched ability to twist situations to her advantage, all while looking like an innocent little kid. The thing nobody tells you is that Anais, at just 4 years old, is always outsmarting everyone and they don't even know it's happening. She's always 10 steps ahead of Gumball and Darwin, and she predicts their dumb moves perfectly. She doesn't just react to the chaos in the house, she often starts it, or at least points it in a direction that helps her get what she wants. In the episode The Remote, she wanted to watch her favorite show, Daisy the Donkey. So she brilliantly manipulated her entire family into a massive house-destroying fight over the TV remote, knowing that in the end, they would be too tired to care, leaving the TV all to herself. That's not just luck. That is a perfect plan carried out by a master. Her school smarts are off the charts. She's so smart she goes to Elmore Junior High with her 12-year-old brother. She knows more than most of the adults in the town, often correcting her teachers and solving math problems that leave everyone else scratching their heads. The most shocking fact is that she's basically doing college-level work while she's still a toddler. This alone puts her way above every other character, but her real genius is in how she understands people. Anais knows exactly what makes her family tick. She knows Richard is lazy, Nicole is stressed, Gumball is impulsive, and Darwin is loyal. She uses this to quietly control them, making them think her ideas were their own. It's like a psychological chess game, and she's the Grand Master. Her ability to solve problems is another huge sign of her brain power. When things go wrong, Anais doesn't panic. She makes a plan. She finds information, looks at the problem from all angles, and comes up with a solution. Whether it's tricking her family into cleaning the house or getting her parents to buy her a toy, her plans always work, and she never gets caught. But does this power come from just being smart or something more? Anais' understanding of her world goes way beyond just her family. She gets the weird, made-up rules of Elmore and often uses them to get what she wants, finding little loopholes that no one else sees. This special awareness, mixed with her sharp mind, make her able to handle anything. While other characters are constantly confused by the town's craziness, Anais deals with it all with a calm, thought-out plan. It's like she has the secret instruction manual for reality, a map to the madness of Elmore, while everyone else is just lost. Her greatest trick, though, is how she keeps her genius a secret. The most shocking fact is that her own family just thinks she's cute or smart for her age. They don't see the master planner working right in front of them. This is her best weapon. Because they underestimate her, she's free to do whatever she wants, influencing everything without ever looking like she's in control. It's like a spy who looks completely harmless, blending into the background while actually running the whole operation. But the thing is, does this kind of intelligence just appear overnight? Are we missing a key detail about her true nature? Many people are crazy about finding hidden meanings, and Anais makes you wonder. Her intelligence is so far beyond everyone else's that it almost seems supernatural. It makes you question the very world of Elmore. Is she just a cartoon character, or is she aware that she's in a cartoon, using the rules of comedy and storytelling to her advantage? This kind of self-awareness is the ultimate form of intelligence, and Anais shows signs of it everywhere. It's a truly mind-bending thought that the smartest person in the room might also be the only one who knows it's just a room. So is Anais' intelligence a gift, or is her family just that easy to fool? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.